To remove and install the front upper A-arm on your RZR XP, follow these steps. Park the vehicle on a flat level surface, ensure it is in park, and remove the key. Next, remove the wheel from the vehicle. Begin by loosening the lug nuts while the vehicle is on the ground, but do not remove it this time. Then safely elevate the vehicle. Reference your owner's manual for proper lifting techniques. Once safely elevated, remove and retain the lug nuts and set aside. Then, remove the wheel and set aside. Next, remove the lower shock mounting fastener from the A-arm. Use a strap to support shock mount to help keep it out of your way. Next, remove and discard the brake caliper fasteners and remove the brake caliper from the brake disc. Ensure the caliper is supported with a wire hanger, rope, or retention strap to avoid damaging the brake line. Then remove the nut retaining the front stabilizer bar link to the upper control arm. Then remove the upper ball joint fastener from the bearing carrier. Then, lift upward on the upper A-arm to loosen the upper ball joint end. You may have to use a soft face hammer to help loosen. Continue by completely removing the ball joint end from the bearing carrier. Before continuing, support the carrier with a wire hanger, rope, or retention strap to avoid damaging the brake line. Then, for easier access to the upper A-arm bolt, remove the front bumper. If equipped, winch will need to be loosened to remove upper A-arm bolt. Next, remove the upper A-arm fasteners and discard the nuts. Then pivot the A-arm out from the vehicle. If reusing the A-arm, thoroughly clean with a shop rag before reinstalling. Also, inspect the ball joint and ball joint boot for wear, tears, or damage and replace if necessary. Then, inspect the A-arm bushings and pivot tubes for damage or wear and replace as necessary. When reinstalling the bushings, ensure the tapered side is facing out. Also, ensure the control arm bushings are fully installed inside the arm before installing the pivot seals. Next, reinstall the A-arm and align with the mounting holes in the frame. Reinstall the previously removed fasteners from the outside and secure with new nuts. Then, insert the upper ball joint end into the bearing carrier. Next, insert the tie rod end into the bearing carrier and secure with a new nut. Before continuing, inspect the stabilizer bar link and shock bushings for wear or damage and replace if necessary. Then, reinstall the stabilizer bar link fastener from the rear and secure it with a new nut. Next, torque the upper A-arm fasteners to specification. Then torque the ball joint nut to specification. Next, torque the stabilizer bar link nut to specification. Then carefully slide the caliper assembly onto the brake disc, ensuring the brake rotor is between the two pads. Next, install new brake caliper fasteners and torque to specification. Before continuing, ensure any items used to secure the brake caliper are removed from the wheel well. reroute brake lines, and install new rivets. Continue by reinstalling the shock fastener from the front and secure with a new nut. Then, torque the shock mount nut to specification. Next, install the wheel on the vehicle and tighten the lug nuts until fully seated. Once installed, safely lower the vehicle until the tires begin to touch the ground. This will help keep the wheel in place when torquing. Once lowered, torque the lug nuts to specification in a crisscross pattern. Finally, lower the vehicle completely. For more information, see your authorized Polaris dealer or visit Polaris.com.